Alright, so in this video, we're gonna be going over the top 7 fastest killing guns right now here in Modern Warfare 2 Season 2. If you guys trying to go ahead and drop your first MGB nuke or simply increase your KD ratio, these class setups are going to help you out guaranteed. If you guys do enjoy, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those post notifications to stay with any and all best class setups and tuning. Now for class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the KASTOV 74U. The trusty handy 74U. This is a fantastic assault rifle. Now for the first attachment, we are going to rock the True Tac grip to bump up that sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed and get the first shot to guarantee that kill. Now for the tuning, we are going to bump up the sprint to fire speed to -0.35, and for the aim down sight speed, we're going to increase this to -0.74. Now we are going to rock the Ultra Zat stock here. We're not going to take advantage of the broadside FCT. This is going to be a better stock in my personal opinion, increasing that aim walking speed and sprint speed, and the cons are going to be completely and utterly irrelevant. Now for the tuning, we are going to be increasing the aim walking speed to -1.16 as well as that aim down sight speed to -1.94. We are not running an optic. The iron sights are crystal clear on this assault rifle, and we're also not running a laser. These are going to be irrelevant. We are going to rock a barrel, and that's going to be the BR209 barrel to bump up that movement speed as well as aim down sight speed. And for the tuning, we are going to increase the aim down sight speed to -0.34 as well as the aim walking speed to -0.10. Now for the muzzle, we are going to rock the Echoless 80. This is going to be a great attachment on this assault rifle, allowing us to get by enemy spawn, build a quick and easy streak, and go absolutely crazy, man. We have sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and more recoil smoothness. Now for the tuning, we are going to increase the bullet velocity at +0.84 as well as the aim down sight speed at -1.17. And then finally, for the last attachment, we are going to rock the F-Tac Tiger grip to smooth out that recoil pattern and also give us additional stability and hip fire accuracy as a bonus. Now for the tuning, all we're going to do is increase the aim walking speed to -0.37 and aim down sight speed to -0.44. Once you guys go and jump into the firing range, you're going to be very happy because with this weapon, we have a quick ADS, and like all my class setups, very manageable recoil. Man of the build is going to be the combat knife, stun grenade, proximity mine, and my custom perk packet set up for double time scavenger, resupply, the reload is fast, as well as quick fix, and obviously for the field upgrades, we have a munitions box and dead silence. This setup a try, it's amazing. It's like an AR SMG hybrid that you cannot go wrong with. Now, step number 2, we're taking a look at the LACHMANN sub, man. The LACHMANN sub, as well as the VAZNEV 9K, are the 2 best SMGs right now here in Season 2 after all of the nerfs. Now, for the first attachment, we are going to go ahead and rock the LACHMANN TCG10. This is going to be going ahead and increasing that recoil control. We're going to have to rock this on the submachine gun. It's going to be mandatory because if you don't put this on the LACHMANN, the recoil is going to be completely uncontrollable. Now, for the tuning, we are going to bump up the sprint to fire speed to -0.42, and for the recoil steadiness here, we're going to increase this at +0.74. A great attachment and tune combination, allowing people out at those medium longer ranges with an SMG that you may or may not believe you could do so. Now, for the stock, we are going to rock the LM Stockless mod here, a great attachment on the LACHMANN. This is going to make sure this weapon is going to be mobile, going to be destroying people at close range, giving us that increased aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed, as well as hip recoil control. Can't go wrong with this. The only negative about this attachment is we can't tune it. Now, we're not running an optic because the iron sights are going to be crystal clear. No need to go ahead and waste an attachment slot. Now, we are going to rock a laser. That's going to be the VOK LZR 7 milliwatt. Perfect for increased aim down sight speed, aiming stability, as well as sprint to fire speed. Overall, making this weapon nasty at close ranges. Now, do not forget, you can go ahead and tune this. And for the aim down sight speed, we are going to increase this to -18.10, and the sprint to fire speed is going to be increased to -0.35. Do not forget, the lasers are not tunable here in Season 2. Now, for the barrel, we are going to rock the L38 Falcon 226mm barrel to increase that movement speed as well as aim down sight speed. This is going to be a mandatory attachment on the LACHMANN sub to make sure we can run and gun and absolutely go crazy. Speed is going to be on your side with this setup. Now for the tuning, we are going to increase the aim down sight speed to negative 0.37, as well as the recoil steadiness to plus 0.23. Now you guys can probably tell that I'm actually not maxing out my sliders here. Remember, maxing out your sliders is not always your best option. You can create negative values, making your weapons worse, which is why I recommend tuning on a mouse if you guys are playing on console, because it's going to make it a hell of a lot easier to go ahead and fine tune the weapons as they should be. We are not running a muzzle, we are not running an underbarrel, we are not running any ammunition, but we are going to go ahead and rock that 40 round magazine because we need as much ammo as possible, but not going ahead and increasing the weight as much as we want to, so we can go ahead and take people out very easily at close ranges. Now once you guys go ahead and jump to the firing range, you're gonna be very happy because this weapon has a lightning quick ADS and the recoil control is very manageable. Main of the build is gonna be the combat knife, stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the custom perks, we have on double time scavenger, resupply here, as well as quick fix, and then obviously for our field upgrades, munitions box, and dead silence. A fantastic class setup that is now taking over season 2. For setup number 3, we're taking a look at the TAC 56, and this is going to be a great setup if you guys are trying to get nukes. This is probably one of the easiest to use weapons in the entire game next to the shotguns, but we're not going to talk about those in this video. Now for the TAC, we're running the demo clean shot grip here, perfect for that increased sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. Fast ADS, getting that first shot, guaranteeing us that kill. For the tuning, we are going to bump up that sprint to fire speed to negative 0.19 and the aim down sight speed to negative 0.26. We are going to rock a stock, which is going to be that TV Cardinal stock. This is going to be great. The pros run it, I run it. It works out on this AR, bumping up that aim walking speed as well as sprint speed. Now for the tuning, we are going to increase the aim walking speed to negative 1.55, as well as the aim down sight speed to negative 1.81. We're not running an optic. The iron sights are crystal clear, not going to be necessary. We're not running a laser. These are irrelevant. And we're also not running a barrel because, well, we're going for nukes here and you want to run the suppressed, it's just not going to be necessary. We are going to rock a muzzle, which is going to be the Echoless 80, great for getting around in the spawn and also building up a quick and easy streak. We have that sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness benefits. And for the tuning, we are going to bump up that bullet velocity at plus 0.45 and aim down sight speed at negative 0.45. We're going to go ahead and straight mirror this so we can go ahead and have perfect balance with this attachment. For the underbarrel, we have on the FTAC 56 to smooth out that recoil pattern. And for the tuning, we are going to bump up that aim walking speed to negative 0.18 and recoil stabilization increased at plus 0.46. Now we have one free attachment slot, and we're going to utilize this under the magazine category. With the 60 round mags, we can go ahead and spray and pray and take out like 9 people at the same time. Not really, but you can mow down like 5 people unbelievably easy here. Once you guys jump into the firing range, once you guys, I mean, look, it's even with the magazine. I mean, it's amazing, man. The setup is going to be the combat knife, stun grenade, proximity mine, and the custom perk package. Double time scavenger, resupply quick fix, and obviously we have munitions box and dead silence. Definitely a fantastic MGB nuke setup. You guys should go ahead and give it a try. Now for class number 4, we're taking a look at the VAZNEV 9K. This is going to be the second best SMG. Well, I kind of put these at, I put this at the same ranking as the MP5, the LACHMANN sub. This is a little bit easier to use, but as far as running and gunning goes, the LACHMANN sub, in my personal opinion, is a little bit better. But for ease of use, the VAZNEV 9K is up there. That's why I'll go ahead and rank it. For ease of use SMG, the VAZNEV 9K is definitely the best. Now, like all the KASTOV variations, True Tac Grip is going to be your best choice here, bumping up sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed. For the tuning, we have increased sprint to fire speed some more, negative 0.15, and aim down sight speed at negative 0.32. We are going to take advantage of the new broadside FCT here, a great attachment to bump up aiming stability, crouch movement speed, aim down sight speed, as well as sprint speed. Now for the tuning, we are going to bump up the aim walking speed at negative 2.01 and the aim down sight speed in this attachment. Luckily, we could slide that all the way down to negative 4. It's not going to go ahead and mess up this weapon and create negative values. We're not running an optic. I mean, come on, guys. The iron sights are crystal clear here. We are not running a laser because these attachments are going to be completely irrelevant. And we're also not running a barrel because these are all going to increase the aim down sight speed. And we do not want this to happen on the VAZNEV. Now, to go ahead and supplement increased accuracy, we are gonna rock the X10 Razor comp to bump up that horizontal as well as vertical recoil control. For the tuning, we are gonna increase the gun kick control at plus 0.21, and we're also gonna go ahead and increase the aim down sight speed at negative 0.36. A great attachment and tune combination to literally remove all recoil on the VAZNEV 9K. For the underbarrel, we're gonna rock the shark fin 90, perfect here, no cons. Gonna be smoothing out that recoil pattern, and we're gonna be bumping up the aim walking speed at negative 0.28, as well as recoil stabilization almost all the way up at plus 0.77. Remember, sometimes maxing out the sliders is not your best option, and because we have a free attachment slot, we are gonna rock that 45 round magazine so we can mow down as many people as possible. Once you guys jump into the firing range, I mean, y'all, enough said. Very easy to use. Man, the setup is going to be the combat knife, stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the custom perk package, we have on double time scavenger, resupply here, as well as quick fix. And for the field upgrades, we have munitions box and dead silence. A fantastic submachine gun that you can treat like an assault rifle. Now, for class number 5, we're taking a look at the ISO HEMLOCK. This is hands down the best gun in the entire game, excluding the shotguns. This is the real deal here. We're rocking this weapon loud and proud. Now, we are going to rock the phantom grip to bump up that sprint to fire speed, as well as aim down sight speed. You can't go wrong here getting that first shot, and with this assault rifle, we are guaranteeing that kill. Now, for the tuning, we are going to bump up that sprint to fire speed to negative 0.22, as well as that aim down sight speed to negative 0.77. We are going to rock a stock, and it's going to be the RCOM S4 to increase that sprint speed, aim walking speed, crouch movement speed, as well as the aim down sight speed. We're not going to convert this to the ACR. That also is a good class setup by putting on the Mace 600. But if you want a more mobile setup, this is going to be the way to go here. Now, for the tune, we are going to bump up the aim walking speed at negative 1.08, and we're also going to slide down that aim down sight speed to negative 4. Luckily, we can do this here. Very easy attachment to tune. We're also running an optic. I mean, this is a precision rifle that is a melt machine. Chrono Mini Pro is going to be your best option here. And for the tuning, we are going to bump up the aim down sight speed, luckily, all the way down to negative 3. We're not running a laser. These are completely irrelevant, but we are going to rock a barrel, which is going to be that Feidler T50. Great long range barrel here. Damage range, full velocity, hip fire accuracy as a bonus, as well as that recoil control, which honestly, we didn't even need. Now, for the tuning, we are going to bump up the aim down sight speed to negative 0.26 and aim walking speed to negative 0.37. We're not running a muzzle because this gun does not move. And then finally, for the underbarrel, we have on the F-Type 56. Just under the recoil pattern, making this weapon an absolute laser beam. Seriously. For the tuning, we are going to bump up the aim walking speed to negative 0.35 and aim down sight speed to negative 0.28. Now, once you jump into the firing range, we're going to be very happy here because, I mean, y'all, look. It's stupid how easy this is. Man, the setup is going to be the combat knife, stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the custom perks, we have on double time scavenger, resupply, as well as quick fix. And for the field upgrades, we are rocking munitions box and dead silence. A fantastic class setup that honestly, use it right now before it potentially gets nerfed. Now, for class number 6, we're taking a look at the CHIMERA, man. The CHIMERA is definitely still a solid AR here. These are probably like one of my 2 favorite guns to use, the HEMLOCK and the CHIMERA. You just can't go wrong with it, man. You can't. Now, for the attachments, we are gonna rock the Bruin flash grip, again, bumping up that sprint to fire speed, as well as aim down sight speed. Now, for the tuning, we are gonna bump up the sprint to fire speed some more to negative 0.19 and the aim down sight speed to negative 0.71. Now, we are rocking a stock, which is gonna be that Ravage 8 for increased crouch movement speed, sprint speed, as well as aim down sight speed. Everything we need on the CHIMERA, we got it covered with this stock. And for the tuning, we are going to bump up the aim walking speed to negative 2.09 and the aim down sight speed to negative 3.48. We're not running an optic because honestly, we don't need it. The iron sights are definitely optimal for any and all ranges. We're not running a laser because we're not going to need this. But we are going to rock a barrel, and this is going to be the 10-inch SA Phoenix. This is a mandatory attachment on the CHIMERA. The Honey Badger, amazing here. Damage range, full velocity, hip fire accuracy, and recoil control to go ahead and keep this weapon under control at longer ranges. Now, for the tuner, we are going to bump up the aim down sight speed to negative 0.13, as well as the aim walking speed at negative 0.16. Now we are going to rock the Polarfire S here. Sometimes it does a glitch out, but we're going to get the same benefits as some of the other suppressors here under the muzzle category. We're going to get that sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and overall smoothing out the recoil pattern. And now for the tuning, we are going to bump up that bullet velocity at plus 0.77, and obviously the aim down sight speed at negative 0.99. And then finally, we are going to rock that F-Type 56 to just smooth out that recoil pattern. And for the tuning, we are going to bump up the aim walking speed at negative 0.36 and stabilization increased at plus 0.44. Jumping in the firing range, can't go wrong here, y'all. Super easy to use and has a respectable aim down sight speed. And you guys can guess it for them in the setup: combat knife, stun grenade, proximity mine. For the perks, double time scavenger, resupply, quick fix. And for the field upgrades, munitions box and dead silence, man. Solid assault rifle. This and the Hemlock are definitely your go-tos. And then finally, for number 7, we do have the M4. You got to go ahead and include this on the M4. The M4 just can't go wrong. It's a consistent AR that honestly a lot of people still use, and for good reason here. First attachment, same reason we have the Phantom Grip on the ISO Hemlock, we have it on the M4. And for the tuning, we are going to bump up that sprint to fire speed to negative 0.16 and steadiness at plus 0.84. This weapon does have a little bit more recoil. We are not running a stock on this build because it's going to be completely irrelevant. We are rocking the Cronin Mini Pro, and for the tuning, we are going to bump up the aim down sight speed, luckily all the way down to 3 here. This is going to be a great attachment and tune combination. We're not running a laser, and for the high tower barrel under the barrel category, this is going to be great because we're going to be getting increased bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control, as well as hip fire accuracy. And for the tuning, we are going to bump up the aim down sight speed to negative 0.10 and more steadiness at plus 0.29. Now, we are rocking the Echolus 80 here. This is going to be a great attachment going ahead and allowing us to run around their spawn with a quick and easy streak. And we're going to have everything we need under a muzzle to keep this weapon under control at longer ranges. For the tuning, we are going to bump up that bullet velocity at plus 0.77 and more smoothness at 1.22. And then finally, for the underbarrel, we have on the F-Type 56 here, again, smoothing out that recoil pattern. And for the tuning, we have increased aim walking speed at negative 0.15 and stabilization at plus 0.54. In the firing range, just like all of my assault rifle builds, the recoil is going to be non-existent. And obviously, from the setup, we have the combat knife, stun grenade, proximity mine, and we have double time scavenger, resupply quick fix, and the field upgrades, munitions box, and dead silence. You cannot go wrong with this. This is going to be a fantastic M4 build, and these are going to be the top 7 fastest killing guns right now here in Modern Warfare 2 Season 2. If there are 2 steps you guys should definitely check out, it's definitely going to be the ISO Hemlock and the CHIMERA. And my babies, man. If you guys do enjoy it, make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, your boy ears. Catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.